Alright y'all, right here we have this USB document camera. This company sent this to me so I could show this thing off to you guys, so thank you to them for partnering with me on this. Let's go ahead and open this thing on up and see what we got. I was reading on the box here though that it says it works with Google Meet, Microsoft Teams, Zoom, Skype, and any other type of those conferencing calls. It's also compatible with Windows, Macs, and Google Chrome, which is awesome as well. We have some simple user's manual instructions right there. We'll get to that in just a minute. This right here is your document camera. It's actually smaller than I expected. And then you have this little dongle right here, which gives you a female USB-A to a male USB-C. So you have an adapter, because I know most Mac computers these days run on USB-C, but you may have an older computer that runs on USB-A, which they have right here as well. Taking the bag off of it right there, you can see that you have a nice, good sized neck right here to be able to get this thing into position. It's very bendy. It works very well as far as getting it exactly where you want it, which is nice. You have 3 buttons on the base of this, but before we get into that, I want to point out that this does have a nice weight to it as well. So it's going to stay put onto whatever surface that you're putting it onto, and have this go all the way out to here without it toppling over. So I love that as well. So taking a look at what we have here, this looks like your, I believe that's like a kerning, maybe? Or no, it's flipped. It'll rotate. It'll be a mirror of what it's seeing, which is awesome. Right here, is that an autofocus? It says AF in the middle there. And then this right here is your brightness on there. So very easy to understand. This little thing says if you have problems to connect with them, let me go ahead and peel that right on off. Place that right there. Let's take a look at this cord. So that's another thing too, whenever you're dealing with these document cameras, is that your computer might not always be exactly close to where you want to be. So you need to have a good cord. And this one, wow, that is a solid, I'll call that a 5-foot cord right there. That is awesome. And then if you add the dongle on it too, that's probably another 8 inches or so if I had to guess. Yeah, definitely. So that is awesome. I love how much cord that you get. On the bottom of this too, it does have little grippy feet as well. So that's going to prevent it from slipping and sliding everywhere. Because whenever you're presenting something, you want everything to be nice and clean and still. And, you know, if it gets knocked around even just a little bit, being that it's magnified on a big screen, it's really going to make a difference in the presentation quality. So as far as what we have up here, you can see that this right here is going to be a light so that your document is illuminated nice and well for whenever it's being presented. And then right there in the middle is your camera. It's going to be your camera that's going to pick up the document so that it can be shown. So this thing looks amazing. If you guys are looking for an excellent document camera, this is it right here. Let's see, just to go through the user's manual real quick with you guys so that we can kind of see what that looks like as far as getting it connected. Oh, there's a microphone built into it. See, I never would have known that if I didn't take a look at that. Document camera, LED lights, you got your hose, your Type-C connector, USB cable, the autofocus button, and ISO exposure button. Okay. And then you have a left and right mirroring buttons. So then they tell you what everything does here, the effect of it, and then how to operate it right there. They do give you general instructions of how to place the camera over the document, kind of a minimum maximum type of thing. So a height, it goes up to 17.3 inches, and then the minimum is a 3.94. So it gives you a large range there to be able to choose from. And that's important, especially if you're dealing with like a stack of documents and you need to kind of go through them during a presentation or whatever you're doing with your camera. You can have that stack there, and then you can move one page, move another page. As you go down, you can just simply take this thing on down just like that. So that is awesome. I love that. This, it does point out that the document is going to be vertical here, and the scanner is going to be to the side, which is great whenever you're dealing with documents, because you're going to be moving it, you know, this way, out of the way, while this stays in place. basic operation, you know, plug it into your computer. I'm assuming since it's running on USB, it's going to be a simple plug and play, and that should work extremely well. And it's saying for a Mac, you can use QuickTime Player to be able to get it working, which is awesome. There's Paku document camera for Windows 10 or 11 operation. There's Windows XP 7, 8 systems and other systems. If it doesn't find the software, then you can contact them and they'll help you out with that, which is super cool. And then there's a troubleshooting guide right there. So very easy to read, easy to understand user's manual right there. I'm going to get this thing plugged up and see how well this thing works in my next video. But if you guys are looking for an excellent document camera, y'all definitely need to go and check out this right here. This would be perfect for teachers who have like a lot of paper that they want to show onto a screen, some kind of overhead, make it nice and big. They could easily use something like this, get it plugged into their computer, and then they'd be able to tap into that and be able to show smaller things. But also, I'm thinking even for like math teachers or art teachers, where you need to get your hand into there and show work, show problems, do an art, you know, stencil or something like that. This is a great way to magnify that so that the entire class can see what's going on. So, like I said, y'all definitely go and grab y'all one of these if this is something that you're looking for. Thank y'all for watching. Let me know if this was helpful. If it was, consider adding this to your cart, and Dad out.